What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This will be my thoughts on Super Bowl 44. I will get to Various Thoughts Volume 40 later on in the week. Without further ado, let's get it started. Super Bowl 44 was supposed to be the greatest game of all time. Offensive shootouts, spectacular, greatness, everything. You know what I mean? But it didn't happen. But New Orleans Saints is the Super Bowl champions for 2009. 31-17 is your final score. I'll give you two reasons why that the Indianapolis Colts lost this game. The defense, even though they got one sack because of Dwight Freeney, and he was the main story because of that torn ligament in his right ankle that he suffered in the AFC title game a couple weeks back against the New York Jets. It seems like when he went out, I don't know if he played the rest of the game or, limit his minutes, but they just wasn't aggressive. The Colts defense, it's like they were scared of Drew Brees. That's the way I saw it. And they were missing Bob Sanders, and they have, inexperienced secondaries, but there's no excuse to let Drew Brees just pick you apart. You let him throw the ball 39 times and complete it 32. That's bad. And number two, I mean, the offense was fine, but they dominated New Orleans. What was it, 432 to 332? But here's the problem. When you have the greatest quarterback in the Indianapolis Colts history throwing that interception to Tracy Porter to run the ball back for 74 yards for touchdown within 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game, when you're down by a touchdown, that will seal your team's fate. The Colts were favored to win the game, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Are they going to get criticized? Hell yeah. They're going to get ripped for the simple fact that they didn't rest they should never rested their players. They should have went with, they should have went pursuit of perfection. But didn't happen. They're going to get ripped a lot worse because of it. Peyton Manning's going to go in the Hall of Fame no matter what, but that ill-advised throw, no, that was bad. He knows better. As for the New Orleans Saints, congratulations. Two reasons they won this game. Even though the offensive line gave up a sack to Dwight Freeney, they just, didn't give up a sack again the rest of the game. So, and Drew Brees just picked the Colts secondary apart. It was phenomenal. He was named the Super Bowl MVP. I mean, what more you want me to say about Drew Brees? He was great in that game. And before I get to number two, Sean Payton for the New Orleans Saints, that call, that onside kick at the start of third quarter, beginning the second half, was just bold. Wow, that is just ridiculous. Big props to him. Number two, the defense. I mean, sure, they got ripped apart by Peyton Manning. Should I say Dr. Manning, but they made plays that they supposed to in that 74-yard interception from Tracy Porter? Yeah. For 74 yards for touchdown. That was one of them. They made key plays, and that was one of them. I mean, yeah, sure, the Colts were playing against the 25th ranked overall defense for the New Orleans Saints, but they looked like it. But in the second half, no, they didn't. And here's another thing: the New Orleans Saints offense scored. What was it? They scored 25. No, not the offense. The team scored 25 points in the second half. Anytime you do that against a team like the Indianapolis Colts, you're going to win a Super Bowl no matter what. And the Colts only scored, 7 points in the second half? Wow. Before I get on out of here, I'm just going to say two things. One, well, not two things, but just one thing. If I'm a San Diego Chargers fan, how do you feel to watch Drew Brees win his first ever Super Bowl with the New Orleans Saints while you're stuck with Norv Turner? How do you feel? And with that, I'm out.